Would you say that much of the cause for many scientists being atheists comes down to ego and arrogance? Is there a fear that faith in something greater, I guess, than themselves would make them appear not as credible or intelligent? That's an interesting opinion.
Yeah, I think that plays a part in some, but I would say it's pretty much a minority. What I would call the Lawrence Krauss, Richard Dawkins obstreperous, kind of scientific atheist. Now, there's a lot of ego there. I mean, tremendous amount of ego and tremendous amount of arrogance, tremendous amount of leaving out of evidence, tremendous amount of rhetorical flourish that leads to very bad argumentation. Now that, I would say, is definitely, there's ego and arrogance there for sure. Now, for a large number of scientists, as I said, we're talking about here, let's just split it up and just say the group that have not declared themselves to be theists. So if, let's say that 45% of the scientists have declared themselves to be theists. What about this group that has not declared? As I said, many of them are no doubt agnostics. But in my view, many of them also are people who are theists, but they won't declare themselves to be theists. And the reason they won't is precisely what you just said. They're fearful. And of course, they're fearful of what? They're fearful of not getting promoted. They're fearful of not getting a research grant. They're fearful of not getting tenure. They're fearful of not getting ahead in the academic world because somebody above them might, interpret their faith commitment, to be, somehow, a cause celeb for them not being scientifically open. So yes, there is a lot of fear. I don't equate that fear, though, with ego or arrogance. It's a different kind of thing. It's very much, a fear of not getting ahead in one's career. So, it's, as they say, they would rather remain silent, and move ahead, but they are by no means atheists, and they aren't even agnostics. They are what I call the theists who are in the weeds. And now some of the polls maybe that were done by Eklund and others may represent that, and that may explain why in the polls that Francis Collins and others used, 45% of bench scientists are professed theists, whereas Eklund found, that only, between 30 and 41% were actually unbelievers. Maybe somewhere in that range, you have that group of people who are theists, but they will not profess themselves to be so for fear of some kind of reprisal. And believe me, there are reprisals that can absolutely occur both in the lab setting and in the academic setting.